Greetings everybody and welcome to Sports Trades. My name is Lou, and in this video I'm going to detail all the transactions that were necessary, whether free agency, waiver claims, trades, draft picks, etc. on how the Los Angeles Lakers roster was built for the 2020 NBA season behind Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka, and Mitch Kupchak. Let's get started. With the second overall selection of the 2015 NBA draft, the Lakers selected D'Angelo Russell out of the Ohio State University, and in the crazy offseason of 2016, signed Timofey Mozgov, an NBA champion with LeBron, to a 4-year, $64 million contract. Russell and Mozgov would be dealt to the Brooklyn Nets, the worst team in the NBA that season, in exchange for all-time Nets leading scorer Brook Lopez and the draft rights to the 27th overall pick, Kyle Kuzma. On July 13, 2017, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope signed a 1-year deal with the Los Angeles Lakers, leaving and ending his 4-year tender with the Pistons. Side note, the press conference with Rob Pelinka is probably one of the cringiest things I've ever watched. July 13, 2017, Alex Caruso became the first Lakers player to ever be signed to a 2-way contract. No explanation needed here. He signed a 4-year contract on the first day of the offseason in 2018. On the 6th of July 2018, Rajon Rondo signed a 1-year deal with the Lakers, ending his tenure with the Anthony Davis-led Pelicans. On the 10th of July 2018, JaVale McGee, 2-time NBA champion with the Golden State Warriors, signed with the Lakers in free agency. During the 2019 NBA draft, the Lakers were able to flip what will be the 58th pick of the upcoming draft and $2.2 million cash for the draft rights to Talen Horton-Tucker, the 46th selection from the Orlando Magic. This trade is going to take a while to intersect, so let's just go at it. Brandon Ingram was the second overall pick of the 2016 NBA draft. Lonzo Ball was the second overall selection of the 2017 NBA draft. July 9th, 2015, Lou Will was signed to a 3-year, $20 million deal. On the 23rd of February 2017, he'd be shipped to the Rockets for the 28th pick of the 2017 NBA draft used on Tony Bradley. That draft pick would be flipped to the Utah Jazz for the draft rights to Josh Hart and Thomas Bryant. On December 15th, 2010, the Los Angeles Lakers shipped Sasha Vujacic, the 27th pick of the 2004 NBA draft, and a future 2011 first-round draft pick for a bunch of pieces, but the main one here, Sergei Lushchuk, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. His draft rights would be shipped to the Houston Rockets in a salary dump, with Jeremy Lin's contract all attached with the 27th pick of the 2015 NBA draft, later used on Larry Nance Jr. And on the night of the 2014 NBA draft, the Washington Wizards shipped the draft rights to the 46th pick, Jordan Clarkson, for cash. So Clarkson and Nance would be shipped to the Cleveland Cavaliers in exchange for Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye, and a first-round draft pick later used on Mo Wagner. I just want to say something about this trade, right? LeBron was on the Cavs during this moment, and he traded Thomas and Frye on expiring deals so that the Cavaliers could have somewhat of a future with Clarkson and Nance. But what this trade did was give the Lakers cap space so that in the offseason they could sign LeBron. Talk about playing chess, man. So Nick Van Exel was the 37th pick of the 1993 NBA draft, and during the 1998 NBA draft would be traded for Tony Battie and the draft rights to Tyronn Lue. Tony Battie would be traded to the Boston Celtics on the 21st of January 1999 for Travis Knight. And then Eldon Campbell, the 27th pick of the 1990 NBA draft, and the 10th pick of the 1994 NBA draft, Eddie Jones, would be shipped to the Charlotte Hornets on March 10th, 1999. Side note, Jerry West himself said that he traded Eddie Jones in this deal so that Kobe Bryant could get starters minutes. September 20th, 2000, Glenn Rice Sr., Travis Knight, and a first-round draft pick would be shipped in a 4-team deal where the Lakers mainly get Greg Foster. June 28th, 2001, Greg Foster would be shipped to the Milwaukee Bucks in exchange for Lindsey Hunter. Lindsey Hunter would be traded with the draft rights to the 27th pick of the 2002 NBA Draft and a future 2003 second-round draft pick in exchange for Kareem Rush and, oddly enough, a future draft pick later used on Luke Walton. Kareem Rush would be traded to the newly expanded Charlotte Bobcats on December 6, 2004 in exchange for 2 second-round draft picks, oddly enough one of them used on Ronnie Turiaf and the other used on Patrick Beverley. The draft rights to Patrick Beverley would be shipped to the Miami Heat in exchange for a 2011 second-round draft pick later used on Atur Majak. Atur Majak was later flipped to the Chicago Bulls in exchange for Jose Calderon's salary and 2 second-round draft picks. This move was necessary for the Bulls so that they could sign Dwayne Wade. And then, oddly enough, Dwayne Wade and Jimmy Butler formed a relationship, which is why I think that was a big recruiting point for the Miami Heat when they were trying to get Jimmy Butler to sign in these previous offseasons. The Lakers would trade one of the draft picks, Bruno Fernando, to the Philadelphia 76ers in exchange for the draft rights to Isaac Bonga. March 31st, 2019, Jamario Jones would be signed to a 2-year deal. Okay. So somehow, someway, the Lakers were able to get the 4th pick of the draft in 2019. So they traded that. They traded a 2021 or 2022 first-round draft pick, depending on how protections work. I think it's going to be 2022. The Pelicans' ability to pick from either the 2024 or the 2025 first-round draft picks. The Pelicans' option to swap 2023 first-round draft picks. And the Lakers gave the Wizards a 2022 second-round draft pick for taking on Wagner and Bonga. The Lakers really wanted a Raptors championship player from the 2019 NBA squad, so they signed Danny Green as a free agent. On the same day, they signed free agent Quinn Cook, who was a backup point guard for the Golden State Warriors on a championship roster. On July 7th, 2019, they signed Jared Dudley to just basically be like a veteran bench piece. I don't know what else to say. On the 21st of July, 2019, the Dallas Mavericks waived Antetokounmpo and he was claimed by the Lakers. On the 26th of August, 2019, the Lakers signed Dwight Howard to basically replace Boogie Cousins because he was out for the year. On the 23rd of February, Markieff Morris was bought out by the Detroit Pistons and later signed as a free agent. March 6, 2020, after being waived by the Memphis Grizzlies, the Lakers would sign Dion Waiters. Side note, he played for the Heat and the Lakers and was going to get a ring regardless. And everyone's favorite bench warmer, J.R. Smith. He was signed to replace Avery Bradley because of COVID-19. And that about does it for this video. My name is Lou from Sports Trades. I hope you enjoyed the video, learned some fun facts, and peace out.